Hey guys, I'm back again and it's day one of Read So Lit. So today I'm here to show you what is on my TBR stack for the first prompt of the Read So Lit photo challenge. And the photo challenge today, the prompt is hashtag Read So Lit TBR. So I have my TBR books right here. Let's get started. So the first book I have on my list is this one, which is Lot by Brian Washington. Now, this is a short story collection that came out a couple of years ago, and it got a lot of press, and it got a lot of great reviews. Unfortunately, I didn't pick it up immediately. I wound up picking it up almost 2 years ago at the Festival America, south of Paris in Vincennes, where I was lucky enough to meet Brian Washington. And so I decided to pick up this collection there. So let me read what it says on the back. It says, in an apartment block, the son of a Black mother and a Latino father is coming of age. He's working at his family's restaurant, trying to dodge his brother's fist and resenting his older sister's absence. He's also discovering that he likes boys. So, Lot. I can't wait for this. Now, I don't usually gravitate towards short story collections, so I'm going to be crossing my fingers that I can, get through this one, and then I'm going to love it. I hope I'm going to love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, the next book on my list is another short story collection called Homemade Love by J. California Cooper. Now, this is the Read So Lit book club that I run over on Patreon. This is our February pick in honor of Black History Month. And this one is a series of just excellent stories about love and all its different shapes and forms. It's a lovely book. I remember having such good feelings when it was over. And I said I would surely read this one again when I finished it the first time. So on the back, it says, in one of the best-loved volumes of her work, J. California Cooper tells exuberant tales full of wonder at the mystery of life and the hardness of fate. Awed, bedeviled, bemused, all of Cooper's characters are borne up by the sheer power of life itself. So, this one. And if you have not read J. California Cooper and you're watching this, what the heck are you waiting for? She is really one of the Black American, treasures. This is, in my opinion, this is canon. This should be in the Black American canon. J. California Cooper. Gotta read it. Okay, the next book I have on my list is a new release. And it's called The Blueprint by Ray Gianna Rashad. Ray Gianna Rashad. Here she is right here. And I think this is a debut, I think. The book is going to be released February 13th. This is classified under speculative fiction, literary fiction, science fiction, alternative history. Yeah. There's a lot going on with this one. I'm going to read you a little bit of the back. I rolled over and rested my head against the pillow that held the shape of him. Thomas Jefferson stared at me from the antique French frame above the dresser. If he could speak, he would warn Bastian I planned to leave him. He would remind him he could never trust a Black woman. Hypersexual, manipulative, destructive. In polite company, the men called it sassy. You're ready, Bastian said. Not a question, a command. I sat up and stuffed a pillow behind my back. Unless we can skip today. His eyes gave me nothing. He held source 6 inches from my face. The thin glass-like device dwarfed in his hand. I didn't speak until its lights changed from blue to green, ready to scan my retinas and voice patterns for untruths. Solène Bonnet, 20 and 5 months. Local, Government District, Austin, Texas. Continue. I'm not conspiring against Bastion, Martin, or the Order. I have no plans, current or future, to leave my locale without permission. My eyes shifted from the lights to Bastion's face and gave him my other truth. What had kept me chained to him for 5 years. I love you. Ah! This sounds like it's going to be real good. So, yeah. So this is being released this month, February 13th, and it's Harper that is releasing this one. Okay, the next book on my list. Oh my God, I love it so much. Praise Song for the Kitchen Ghost by Crystal Wilkinson. Here's Crystal Wilkinson. How fly is she? All right, now, this book is a combination of memoir and recipe cookbook. But Crystal Wilkinson is native to Appalachia, and that makes everything that she writes full of lot of flavor and flair. And I have a feeling this book is going to take us to the heights of Appalachia in the best way possible. So I'll read what it says on the inside. It says, a lyrical culinary journey that explores the hidden legacy of Black Appalachians through powerful storytelling alongside nearly 40 comforting recipes from the former poet laureate of Kentucky. As the keeper of her family's stories and treasured dishes, Crystal Wilkinson shares her inheritance in Praise Song for the Kitchen Ghost. She found their stories in her apron pockets, floating inside the steam of hot mustard greens and tucked into the sweet scent of clove and cinnamon in her kitchen. Part memoir, part cookbook, Praise Song for the Kitchen Ghost weaves those stories together with recipes, family photos, and a lyrical imagination to present a culinary portrait of a family that has lived and worked the earth of the mountains for over a century. Y'all, this book is going to be excellent. So you have pictures like this of the family, and then you'll have cool pics like this, and then you'll turn over here and you'll have a recipe and a picture and another recipe. Familiar titles, because she has a book called Blackberrys, and she has a chapter called Blackberrys. This book is going to be awesome. And this one, the inside, look at this. How it's made. It's been made to look like a, like a fancy kind of cookbook kind of thing. I absolutely cannot wait to delve deep into this one. It's going to be so good. All right. The next one I have is this one right here, which is like a middle grade or primary school book called Mary McLoython, and it is by Rena Evelyn Wolfe. And this just covers Mary McLoython, and I'm interested in reading this because next month I want to read The First Ladies, which explores the friendship between Eleanor Roosevelt and Mary McLoython. That is a novel that was released last year, I think, written by Victoria Christopher Murray and Marie Benedict. They wrote it together. So that's why I decided to read this. I mean, it's a real shorty, but I really like the way it's presented. You have pictures and you have, her life story told. I think it's going to be really nice. A nice short one, but I think it's going to be informative. All right, the next book on my list is another book that was released, I think, last year. It's called Dances by Nicole Cuffey. Here we have it right here. Here is Nicole Cuffey. I'm not sure, but I do believe this is a debut. So it says on the inside cover, at age 22, Cece Cordell reaches the pinnacle of her career as a ballet dancer when she's promoted to principal at the New York City Ballet. She's instantly catapulted into celebrity, heralded for her inspirational role as the first Black principal in the famed company's history. Even as she celebrates the achievement of a lifelong dream, Cece remains haunted by the feeling that she doesn't belong. As she waits for some feeling of rightness that doesn't arrive, she begins to unravel the loose threads of her past. An absent father, a pragmatic mother who dismisses Cece's ambitions, and a missing older brother who stoked her childhood love of ballet but disappeared to deal with his own demons. So I'm really excited about this one. I used to do ballet for a very long time when I was young, when I was really young, like from like 4 or 5 years old all the way to 18. And so I have a real connection with dance. And when I saw this book, I said, ooh, let me try this and see what it's like. So I'll let you know, because I don't think I've seen anybody talk about this book. So, we gonna see. We gonna see. Last but not least, we have The Known World, which is our Read So Lit read-along book by Edward P. Jones. So I'm going to read a little bit what this is about. This is a classic, definitely from the Black American canon, a must-read. Okay, so it says, Henry Townsend, a Black farmer, bootmaker, and former slave, has a fondness for Paradise Lost and an unusual mentor, William Robbins. Perhaps the most powerful man in antebellum Virginia's Manchester County. Under Robbins' tutelage, Henry becomes proprietor of his own plantation, as well as of his own slaves. When he dies, his widow, Caldonia, succumbs to profound grief, and things begin to fall apart at their plantation. Slaves take to escaping under the cover of night, and families who had once found love beneath the weight of slavery began to betray one another. Beyond the Townsend estate, the known world also unravels. Low-paid white patrollers stand watch as slave speculators sell free Black people into slavery, and rumors of slave rebellions set white families against slaves who have served them for years. So this is what Michael and Tatiana and I will be discussing the last Saturday of this month for the Read So Lit read-along. So it's not too late to grab your copy and start reading, and come and join us and come and discuss it with us here on my YouTube channel. So that is all. That's my total TBR right here. So I'm excited to see what you guys have on your Read So Lit TBR stack. Comment below and tell me what you're going to be reading by Black American writers this month. And I will see you very soon with another video. Happy Black History Month. Bye.